Embark on an electrifying adventure with Audi's new EV lineup. Fly southwest from Madrid along the shimmering coast of northwestern Africa, and eventually, the dramatic silhouette of Mount Tide emerges from the horizon. This dormant volcano, the crown jewel of the Canary Islands, has been silent since its last eruption in 1909. Yet its imposing presence still dominates the landscape, its signature work, vast expanses of black volcanic ash, stretching for miles in every direction. But what happens when you approach this natural wonder in one of Audi's sleek new electric vehicles? Well, today we're dodging a different kind of traffic, influencers. Yes, the so-called content disruptors, those walking billboards of human advertising, have descended in droves. On the winding road to Tide, Instagrammers and their camera-wielding companions transform the double yellow lines into an impromptu catwalk. Each carefully spaced out to keep rivals out of their shot, they strike poses with tousled hair and the volcano as a picture-perfect backdrop. Never mind the cars coming straight at them. It's amidst this surreal scene that I've pushed the new Audi S6 into something close to low geosynchronous orbit, or at least far enough from any acceptable Wi-Fi signal to truly focus on the drive. This S6, arriving stateside next summer, is part of Audi's expanding EV portfolio, alongside the milder A6 sedan. Both models will replace their gas-powered predecessors, which will continue on in refreshed form as the A7 and S7. Confused? You're not alone. Audi's naming team must have its work cut out. As Audi plans its final gas-powered launches over the next few years, the automaker is diving deep into its electrified future, leveraging the Volkswagen Group's advanced PPE architecture. Enter the 2025 Audi S6 Sportback e-tron, a husky yet muscular addition to this new generation of EVs. Sharing its platform with the Audi Q6 e-tron and Porsche Macan EV, the S6 boasts an array of cutting-edge features. 800-volt charging for lightning-fast refueling, dual electric motors for power-pack performance, an aerodynamic design, and a cockpit brimming with digital displays. The goal? To seamlessly replace the gas-powered S6 without skipping a beat. Beneath its futuristic battery-powered heart lies a meticulously engineered blend of design, performance, and efficiency. The S6 doesn't just match its predecessor. It surpasses it by focusing on what truly matters. No artificial engine sounds unless you want them. No cramped interiors that prioritize passengers over the driver. And above all, no hesitation when it comes to conquering extraordinary roads. With the S6 Sportback e-tron, Audi proves that the future of driving can be electrifying, literally and figuratively. Audi S6 e-tron, where concept meets reality. Audi's S6 e-tron is the kind of car that feels ripped straight from a designer's sketchbook, radiating concept car allure even as it enters production. First previewed in 2021, the production model hasn't strayed far from its visionary origins. Up front, it sports a striking plastic panel in place of a traditional grille, crowned with Audi's signature four-ring logo illuminated in white LEDs, if that's your vibe. Flanking the panel, split LED headlights and blackout trim create a low-slung, aggressive stance, while the trim cleverly guides airflow around the front wheels. Just one of the aerodynamic touches that help the S6 achieve an impressively low drag coefficient of 0.23. The front panel even features hockey stick-shaped accents, evoking the look of grille louvers, or if you squint, the recline setting on a premium airline seat. Along its sides, the car's sculpted flanks and ribbed black trim add a lean, athletic edge, while its rear design flows seamlessly into staggered fender heights, a slim tail spoiler, and LED lighting, with the iconic four-ring logo glowing red for an extra touch of drama. It's worth noting that the S6 e-tron comes exclusively as a sleek Sportback for now, though Audi promises a more traditional sedan version will join the lineup later. Step inside, a digital playground. Inside, the S6 e-tron wraps you in a high-tech cocoon with digital displays dominating the space. The driver faces an 11.9-inch digital gauge cluster paired with a 14.5-inch infotainment touchscreen running on an Android-based system. Optional upgrades add a 10.9-inch screen for the front passenger, all set within a dash trimmed in wood, textile and metallic accents. For US buyers, the cabin gets a luxe boost with quilted leather finishes. The center console is all about smart design, featuring slim air vents, a saddle-style drive controller, cup holders, and even a tactile volume knob for those who still like a little analog feel. One of the test models dazzled with woven trim, but US versions will lean toward a more polished, premium look. Performance, speed that commands respect. The S6 e-tron backs up its futuristic style with serious muscle. Powered by a dual-motor all-wheel drive system, it rockets from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.7 seconds, with up to 543 horsepower on tap. Audi offers other configurations in the lineup for those with slightly tamer ambitions. A 6-sporeback e-tron RWD, 362 horsepower, 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5.2 seconds. A 6-sporeback e-tron Quattro, 422 horsepower, 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.3 seconds. But let's be real. If you're in an S6, you're here for the thrill. This EV isn't just fast. It's precise, delivering sharp, responsive power that turns winding mountain roads into your personal racetrack. Whether slicing through coastal highways or climbing scenic peaks, the S6 e-tron redefines the meaning of a quick escape. An electrified future with attitude. The Audi S6 e-tron doesn't just influence, it dominates. From its bold design to its blistering performance, it's a car built for those who demand style, speed, and cutting-edge innovation. Forget chasing trends. With the S6 e-tron, you'll be setting them. As my co-pilot and I slip from the beach town's orbit and peel away into switchbacks, it's the hulking weight of the S6 that makes itself known, twinned with the hushed uniformity of its driving responses. It presses its case, early and often, that this S6 ranks ahead of its gas-powered predecessors. Sure, gas cars seem less restrained and more lively because they emit all kinds of happy noises. We're conditioned to them and expect them and tie them to our own emotional state. But while they're more engaging in that way, they're just slower. In the case of the S6, it posts up on the prior version with a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of 3.7 seconds, which wells up from a 100 kilowatt-hour battery pack under the floor. It's deemed to have 94.4 kilowatt-hours of usable energy and twin motors that deliver all-wheel drive. Today's gas car takes more than 4 seconds. The e-tron is outfitted with artificial sounds that can amplify that hot seat stoplight acceleration, but I turned them off whenever I could in its lesser drive modes. Top speed clocks in at 149 miles per hour, by the way, and the S6's usual 496 horsepower peak can be tasered up to 543 horsepower in the launch control mode that generates that drop-dead launch time. Curb weight, torque ratings, and range estimates. They're all still to come, Audi promises. Once the coast clears the rearview mirror, I press the S6 e-tron to the post